How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So here today with a letter from Genghis Khan asking for the secret of eternal life. Now, I do want to quickly say before we get into this video, first of all, two things. First of all, this will be an introduction to Genghis Khan. I'm planning on having a bunch of Genghis Khan videos in the future, just because it's one of my favorite topics in general. So I'm very much interested in this specific video and this specific topic, so you're going to be seeing me do a bunch of videos about Genghis Khan in the near future. Now the second thing is, I actually had a bunch of videos recorded for, I guess, end of last week and this week that all got blocked. Basically, I was going for like the entirety of like the Death Battle series, but they were all blocked immediately. So if you have been wondering like where videos have been, now you know. So I'm gonna see like what kind of videos. Obviously, there's gonna be like a trial period the first couple of months to see like what kind of videos I can have up, what kind of videos I can't have up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to record now because I was planning on having like daily videos for the rest of the time, but that's obviously not the case. Anyway, letter from Genghis Khan. As always, I'll have the link for the original video in the description down below, so please go ahead and check it out, because as I always say, they put in the time. I did not. They put in the time and effort to do all their research, to do the video. I did not. So please go ahead and do that. I'm simply giving commentary on it, so what I'm doing is incomparable to what they're doing. They've invested time, probably actual manpower, man hours, perhaps even money into this, which I can't say I've done. So yeah, let us get started though. Temujin, the great Khan
has abandoned China
of the Mongol Empire. I'll save it for now, because I figured maybe like I should actually get into how much I know, but I'll save it for now until we get into like a longer video, not a 5-minute video, but a longer like Genghis Khan video, because there is a lot of them that I do want to check out. But one of the few topics that I actually know the most, because I first got inspired by into reading into it via Marco Polo, the TV series. I think I saw it, might have been Netflix. I think I saw it on Netflix when I still had Netflix, which must have been like 5-6 years ago or something like that. It was just such a great TV series. I never watched season 2 though, so I don't even know if season 2 is there. As I said, I only had Netflix for a very short time, and I think that was on Netflix. It was on something. I'm assuming Netflix. But it was such a great TV series that like it inspired me to like read up on like the Mongolian Empire. So obviously when you think of the Mongolian Empire, the person that really comes to mind is Genghis Khan. So that's kind of where my whole journey started. So I'll leave it at that there for now, and like we'll see what this letter obviously entails, asking for the secret of eternal life.
To its haughtiness and extravagant luxury. But I, living in the northern wilderness, have not inordinate passions. I hate luxury and exercise moderation. I have only one coat.
Sounds like me.
And one food.
No.
I eat the same food, and am dressed in the same tatters as my humble herdsmen.
That doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me. Granted, because I've gotten so fat, most of my clothes that I used to have don't really, aren't really my size anymore. But like once this quarantine is over, I'm gonna be like shed a few pounds and then like have a lot more clothing that I can use again. But I definitely don't eat the same food ever. Hold on. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't eat the same food every day, no, but I always cycle between certain foods. Pizza, I mean, that's given. Chips. What else? Bread, pancake. I don't like rice. Surprising, I know. I don't like rice because I ate it so much as a child. Spaghetti, I guess, but I ate it that so much as a child too that I'm not the biggest fan of that either now. It's like I've eaten it so much that I don't like it anymore, or as much, I guess. Pancakes, I eat that quite a lot, but like primarily like chips and pizza. There was a time where I would literally live off of chips and pizza every single day for like the worst time in my life. in terms of like just wasting money and being unhealthy was when for like 6 months or so I ordered food every single day. So it was always like a mixture between, burgers, chips, kebab, burgers, chips, kebab, pizza, burger, chips, kebab. It was like that. Those 4 foods for like 5 to 6 months. It was, looking back, it was not healthy. I'll say that much. It was not healthy, and I've never been one that has been healthy in my life. But because I'm the kind of person, I'm the anti-vegetarian. That's all you need to know. I don't really eat healthy things, so I can kind of relate. I can kind of relate to Genghis Khan there.
I consider my people my children, and take an interest in talented men as if they were my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We always agree in our principles, and we are always united by mutual affection. At military exercises, I am always in the front, and in time of battle, am never behind.
Right.
In the space of 7 years, I have succeeded in accomplishing a great work and uniting the whole world in one empire. I have not, myself, distinguished qualities.
What was it like? Almost like every 20th person is like a descendant of Genghis Khan, something along those lines. Which is just kind of crazy when you think about it. Like everyone traces back to him in a way. It's kind of just insane when you actually think about it. But I guess everyone traces back to everyone anyway. So, but that's not the point here. But yeah, it's just kind of insane how like influential he was, his conquest, I guess, his empire was. But nowadays, all that's really known is his name.
Of the kin is inconstant, and therefore heaven assists me to obtain the throne. The Sung to the south, the Huiho to the north, the Hia to the east, and the barbarians in the west, all together have acknowledged my supremacy.
Aye.
It seems to me that since the remote time of our Shan Yu, such a vast empire has not been seen. But as my calling is high, the obligations incumbent on me are also heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I fear that in my ruling there may be something wanting. To cross a river, we make boats and rudders. Likewise, we invite sage men and choose out assistants for keeping the empire in good order.
Can I just say, I know I'm pausing, but you should be used to it by now if you're watching this channel. This channel, not my channel, but this channel is very, very good at like having this monotone, zen-like speaking, speech, where like you're listening and it's very difficult for you to pause it. I know. As someone that likes to pause videos a lot, generally I like to pause videos, then go back, and then continue watching. I don't do that here. I still pause, but I don't go back because otherwise this video would be like 10 hours long. But like, as someone who likes doing that, this channel is just very, very good at telling you information. It's very, very good at sounding very professional. Like you can tell this is someone that treats everything with a certain seriousness, a certain manner of respect, which I really appreciate in the Westerners going to Japan for the first time video, and I really appreciate it in this video. It's just a very different style, and I quite like it. I really, really like it. I like the different styles, obviously, that other channels have, but I really, really like this style as well, to be totally honest.
Since the time I came to the throne, I have always taken to heart the ruling of my people, but I could not find worthy men to occupy the places of the 3 and the 9. With respect to these circumstances, I inquired and heard that you, Master, have penetrated the truth, and that you walk in the path of right, deeply learned and much experienced. You have much explored the laws. Your sanctity is become manifest. You have conserved the rigorous rules of the ancient sages. You are endowed with the eminent talents of celebrated men.
Okay.
For a long time, you have lived in the caverns of the rocks and have retired from the world. But to you, the people who have acquired sanctity repair, like clouds on the path of the immortals, in innumerable multitudes.
My goodness.
But after the war, you would continue to live in Shantung at the same place, and I was always thinking of you. I know the stories of the returning from the river way in the same cart, and of the invitations in the reed hut 3 times repeated. But what shall I do? We are separated by mountains and plains of great extent, and I cannot meet thee. I can only descend from the throne and stand by the side. I have fasted and washed. I have ordered my lieutenant Liu Cheng-lu to prepare an escort and a cart for you. Do not be afraid of the 1,000 li. I implore you to move your sainted steps. Do not think of the extent of the sandy desert. Commiserate the people in the present situation of affairs, or have pity upon me and communicate to me the means of preserving life.
This reads. Of course, the question is, you have to question the source. Obviously, with anything in history, you always have to question the source. It says a letter from Genghis Khan asking for the secret of eternal life. You have to question, the source, where the letter came from, so on and so forth. But the way this reads, it sounds way too poetic. Honestly, it sounds way too poetic to be from Genghis Khan. Not saying that he's not a poet or anything, but I mean, in those times, you wouldn't be speaking like that. Yeah, I'm not saying you necessarily wouldn't be speaking like that, but like it wouldn't be that common to speak like that. I think that's like the best way I can phrase it, I guess. But this video is still interesting.
I shall serve thee myself. I hope that at least thou wilt leave me a trifle of thy wisdom. Say only one word to me, and I shall be happy. In this letter I have briefly expressed my thoughts, and hope that thou wilt understand them. I also hope that thou, having penetrated the principles of the great Tao, sympathizes with all that is right, and will not resist the wishes of the people. Given on the first day of the 5th month, 1219.
Well, okay then. Well, okay then. Interesting video, and serves as a very nice introduction to Genghis Khan. I'm not going to say we're going to be doing a Genghis Khan week or anything of that sort, but I am going to be saying that from here on you're going to be seeing a few Genghis Khan videos upcoming, I guess. I haven't yet decided which one specifically, but you'll see over the next coming days and so on and so forth. Now again, with these kind of videos, you always have to question the source. With anything really, with anything in history, you always have to question the source. But like eternal life, let's talk about it for a few seconds. It seemed like everyone at one point, okay, not everyone, but it seemed like a lot of people, not just people at the top, not just people at the bottom, but it seemed like eternal life is like, I feel like it's become less prevalent nowadays than it was in the past. And I don't know whether that lies with like science and whatnot, but in the past, everyone's, again, I don't want to speak for everyone, but in the past, say 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000 years ago, a lot of people sought immortality in different ways. There were different ways that people thought they could achieve it, but nowadays it feels like a lot less people care about that. Again, I don't know whether that's because of science. I don't know whether it's because, you know, if there was someone that was immortal, we would have a record of them. You know, there are some people that we just don't know how old they are, so on and so forth. But like, if there was someone that was immortal, we would know. And obviously, we've done research into like things just such as a jellyfish. You know, maybe that could help us avoid dying of natural causes, so on and so forth. But like the way I see it is like immortality has become a lot less prevalent nowadays than it has been ever. I for one like wouldn't really care. I'm the kind of person like once I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, you know, that's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. Like after that, you know, after that it doesn't really matter to me anymore. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's just the way people view things nowadays than they did previously. But like you can tell, it's not just obviously Genghis Khan. This video is obviously about Genghis Khan asking for the secret of eternal life, which, you know, makes sense for someone that has achieved so much to then be seeking that at, you know, an older age. That's completely understandable. But like, there is a lot of royalty, a lot of conquerors, a lot of people at the top, notable people at the top in the past that, like, you know, had voyages or had spiritual leaders, had scientific leaders, had all sorts of leaders come to aid to like find eternal life, find immortality. And it just shows you that how, you know, once you have that kind of power, people will do whatever it takes to stay at the top. People will do whatever it takes to stay at the top, and, you know, one way to achieve that is for eternal life, I guess. So, very interesting video. Again, I don't know the source of this. I don't know, you know. So, it is what it is. It was another very good videos from the folks over at Voice of the Past. You know, very informative, very interesting, very well thought out video, and overall a very, I feel like these videos are almost very good to fall asleep to. You can just have them on in the background. I hope this isn't coming out like as a criticism or anything, but these videos are very good to fall asleep to. Like, there is no peaking in terms of like the voice. You know, it's just very calm, very relaxing, very informative, but all in a very interesting way it is being portrayed. Obviously, in this video there were some very interesting shots and everything. So that's just the way I see it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you all think. I'll be seeing you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day, peace out, and bye.